Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is March 22nd, and this is your aftermarket update. All right, we had a really nice day here at the Oil Trading Group. In fact, we were able to take advantage of the large sell-off that happened here today on the ES. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment. We're going to also spend a minute talking about our CL ID on the day. In fact, when you see this trade of the day, we had a 16-point ES trade of the day. With the 2-point stop, the market just kind of unhooked and went in our direction. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you a little bit about our market maker levels. We'll talk a little bit about the CL. We were looking to get short today. In fact, we got short a couple of times here at this 64.66 area. We have these levels, and we call them. They're called our market maker levels. We have this nomenclature that we use called kick the signal and pay the target. If you look down here today, the target was 64.17. Actually, when we had made this low down here around 26.27, we were really anticipating the market to go a bit deeper today, all the way down to this 63.70 area. It did not, obviously. The market kind of stalled out. But one of the things we talked about is that we would definitely get down to our daily structure target. Now, it happens quite a bit that the market gets down inside of the time that we're trading. Today, it did not get all the way down there. In fact, we bottomed out here at 23, right around 9:30 this morning, and it's not until late in the afternoon here, right around 1:30, that you did push down into a new bottom there. One tick at 22, market rallies up just a little bit, and eventually comes down to the 17 and takes out what was going to have been or what was our daily structure target. So that is one of the ideas. That's what allows us to hold on for these bigger picture targets in our trading room, and we saw that really in full throat here today on the ES. In fact, I'm going to turn on the secondary levels here for you in just a moment. Take just a second here for these to fire up once we get set up here. So there we go. There's your secondary levels. We're going to turn off the market maker levels here for just a moment. And I want to show you one of the things that happens here today. And this happened really pretty early in the session. We got down here to 81. And that is the 200% range extension of the previous trading day's range. And so we look for that as support. Market rallies back up into this 161.8 of the previous day's trading range, sells off a little bit, and then rallies back up and could not quite get up through to the next level. So I want you to keep this 161.8 area in mind. It is this area that we look to get short from today. We're going to turn these levels off now just to kind of take some of the clutter off the chart, and we'll turn on your market maker levels. Now, we were looking at that 161.8. We could not rally up into the structure mid above us here or take out this price structure here. And so what we were looking for is we said if we got through that 161.8 at 92 quarter, that we would be looking to get short. We were going to try to take our kick the signal here and pay the target down to 72 quarter. So we were looking for an even 20-tick trade. Or 20-point trade, right? 80 ticks or 20 points on the ES. Now, what we ended up doing in this video, you're going to see me do it there towards the end. We had this series of measurements that we were looking at. If you measure this particular retracement, we had some extensions that we were looking at, and we were actually talking about 26.68.5 being the target. You'll notice that when it did come down to that 26.68.5, it did rally quite a bit, actually. Rallied almost, well, that's about 14 points on this rally back up, and then eventually we come down and take it out. It was this first initial push down. Let me show you here. I get taken out at 16 ES points here today from our 92 short. So it was this first little push down into here. Market rallies back up. I get taken out. This came down to 72.5, and the market comes up into this area at 76.5, takes me out, and then eventually comes down through this structure target. And again, we were looking at 68.5. But anyway, no matter how you slice it, it was 2 lots times 16 points on the ES. It was a $1,600 ES trade. That is the trade of the day. We're going to let you watch that here in just a few minutes. You're going to see a pretty decent ES or CL trade also going on at the same time. And so we did not take that to completion. But I did want to show you that this ES trade was one that we took to completion here today. So we really enjoy the volatility. That really does bode well for all traders and us as well when the market is actually moving, right? And that really helps quite a bit. So you're going to see here that we had a 2-point stop times 2 lots on the ES. We ended up with a 16-point times 2 lot ES trade of the day. Could have been even better. Could have been somewhere around 24 points, but we're not complaining with the 16-point ES trade of the day. And again, there's a CL trade going on there as well that you'll see that was a decent trade on that. So all in all, a really good day here today at the Oil Trading Group. And so I'm going to let you watch this OTG ES 16-point trade of the day. I'm in now. 94 quarter is the stop. I'm in at 92 quarter on the ES. We're looking to target 72 here.